How's it going, YouTube? And welcome back to First Timers. And today we're going to be going over my RedMagic 5S phone. It's been amazing so far. I'm going to tell you that much before we actually get into like the showcasing part of the video. I'm very stoked again about this phone. Price point for this mid-range phone was just ridiculous. Definitely go check out their website. I do have to say I love everything about this phone so far. I'll kind of go over some of the things I'm concerned about just because I play with cars. So like I said, I'll go over that. But other than that, I am super happy. Love the phone, love the speed, love the refresh rate, love the speed of the battery charger, that 55 watt accessory charger. I did purchase that. Love it to death so far. As well as the iStock. I thought the iStock would have added a lot of weight to the phone, but it actually is not bad, and just as long as you have a portable charger with you, plug it in, it actually works amazing. So usually in my tech bag that I carry with me, definitely I can throw my laptop and my battery charger and stuff in there, and I just plug right in, and I'm off. I'm off to the races. So very, 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 very excited to talk about this phone for you guys. So if you guys find this information, helpful and all that fun stuff, definitely hit that like and subscribe button below. And if you have any comments, definitely comment below as well. We'll definitely answer the questions. You have myself and Hero, and we'll definitely get back to you hopefully within like an hour or two. We're usually pretty quick to respond. Now, also don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram, just because we do a lot of live updates there. Obviously, we're playing with some cars, so we're also updating there as well. But again, let's jump into this video because I know you guys are here to watch the RedMagic in action. As we start the next portion of this video, I kind of want to start off with Asphalt 9, and I just want to kind of showcase the graphics that this phone is able to pull off. And overall, this is actually really nice, and I wouldn't have ever thought that I could have gotten graphics this good being imaged to another monitor via a Type-C to HDMI cable. Definitely looks amazing and looks good. This is something that I would definitely recommend for people if you're really a phone gamer and you have a controller and you wanted to play on a bigger screen. I would say go ahead and plug it in. Keep in mind most devices that are Type-C devices can usually expand out, but this is where I feel the RedMagic definitely shines, just because it has the power to do it. It has the cooling capacity to do it. I've really never had this phone really get too hot. But again, like I said, I've been playing Call of Duty and some other games, so I don't think they're too graphic intensive, but I have had a couple friends where they're going, oh, my phone's getting hot, I'll have to jump back on later, and we're playing Call of Duty. So I was kind of like, okay, so this phone's actually staying really cool, and I'm super surprised. But again, some of the stuff that I do with this device is I do use Xbox Game Pass. And with the Game Pass beta, you can start to stream your games from the cloud. So that's a nice touch, and I definitely use that a lot as well. Now, a couple accessories that I do use that aren't from RedMagic. One is the clip holder and the Surface headphones. Now, the Surface headphones, obviously I had before I even heard that RedMagic was going to be coming out with something different. Or else I probably would have tried their headphones, but I already have my Surface headphones, so I like that. Now, I did buy the 55 watt charger from RedMagic. Definitely amazing. Charges my phone in 45 minutes from 0 to 100. I haven't let it go all the way down to 0, but it's really nice. I did also buy a power bank. Now, this power bank is a 5 volt, 3 amp output charge. So it is actually pretty remarkable that I can physically charge this phone pretty quick as well with that battery bank. I do usually use it for the iStock, so I can actually physically cool the phone when I'm playing Call of Duty outside without a controller and all that fun stuff. Now you do have your what's called your power settings, so you can go into your performance mode, so it'll actually crank up the graphics card and the Snapdragon processor. But overall, that is something that I do love about this phone, because you can really hear the fan actually just kind of turn on when you're in that performance mode, and you're just like, okay, some serious stuff's going to really happen, and I'm just going to outgame everybody. but there are a lot of different settings that you can definitely kind of go into and actually play with. But overall, like I said, for me right now, I'm just excited that I've been able to play with this phone for coming up 2 weeks now, and it's really been amazing. And I feel like I've made the best choice in a phone that I've for this price of the phone. Obviously, if I could get like a Note 20, maybe I'd do that. But again, I don't think I would really need anything from that phone that this phone actually offer, that would actually do better. Like this iStock, if I were to take off my case here, I can bolt this iStock right on the back, and I can have this phone fully cooling down without any issues. And again, like I said, that's something that I can't get with the Samsung phone. Now, right now, I'm gonna set the phone off to the side just so you guys can kind of see what it would be like to kind of just be like, oh, okay, here, this is kind of my console here, and I have it connected to my monitor, and I have a Bluetooth controller, and now, boom, I'm physically streaming my gameplay to a bigger screen. So obviously this will work for TVs as well. I haven't tested to see if it'll actually push 4K to a 4K TV. Right now, the particular monitor I'm using is a 1080p screen, and it seems to do 1080 just fine. But I'll definitely have to try on a 4K screen at some point and let you guys know. Now, overall, I don't know if the performance settings will actually do anything for streaming games. I would think it would definitely help. You have it at boosted performance, and you have the fan going, and say you even bolted the iStock on the back. I would think that it would make everything run a lot smoother as you're going through the gameplay. I won't go too long into Gears of War because I'll get pulled into this game. I am a Gears fan, but I do kind of want to showcase as I'm kind of coming down here. You can definitely see how smooth the phone is on the bottom here, and you can see how the 60 hertz screen on Dell is just it's not perfect. But again, for a phone to be able to push both devices and maintain the speed and everything that it's doing, I'm very, 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 very impressed. I don't think there's really any other device that could have done this. If you'd have told me as a kid that I would have been able to play games of this caliber on a phone, I would have laughed at you and I've been like, I don't think so. But yeah, definitely technology has come a long way. Streaming has come a long way. And I'm very, very, very stoked how everything's coming out. But let's jump to a different part of the phone, just so I can kind of actually talk about the other things I do love about this phone. Now, overall, when we do jump out or jump back to the actual RedMagic game screen, you do have a couple of different areas and different settings that you can kind of go into. Obviously, first thing I'll kind of show off is the 140 hertz screen, 144 hertz screen versus the 60. You can definitely feel or see the smoothness of the phone versus the actual monitor. So that's always nice to actually see something pretty cool about that. Now you do have your automatic settings and brightness, and then if you want to back out of the game, you do have the actual back button, so you can back out of it as well. Now, again, as I'm kind of scrolling, you can kind of really see how smooth the screen looks compared to other phones that are even at 120 hertz. And keep in mind, those are pretty smooth. Now, I just hit the switch on the side, which actually brought me back to how the phone should just function as a phone. So it's like I went from, hey, I'm a gamer to, okay, now I'm going to be productive and I need to get back to work. Right now, if I really wanted to write a Word document and have a Bluetooth keyboard set up to this guy, literally just turn the phone sideways, and now I can physically start typing and editing a Word document on my actual phone, just because the amount of power that's in this phone is just amazing. A lot of people don't realize that this physically has a Snapdragon 865 built into it, an Adreno 650 GPU, a 6.65 inch screen, 64 megapixel camera. It shoots video in 8K, 4K, and 1080. Obviously 12 gigs of RAM, 256 gigs of storage, 4500 milliamp battery. Right now, a lot of people will be using these for being productive, watching videos. Like say you might have Hulu. Right now I'm watching VRV. I'm a huge anime fan. This is Food Wars. But you can definitely see like on the trees as they were going by on the actual 60 hertz screen versus the 144 hertz RedMagic. It was just so much smoother on the actual phone versus the 60 hertz screen. But like I said, it just has a very, very, very nice feel to it. And it's one of those things that, I'm very astounded on what they've done at this price of the phone. Now, keep in mind, this phone that I purchased was $650. They do offer a model, I think, below, and I believe that's just under $600. But overall, the phone just has just one of those things that's just a nice feel. Obviously, you notice I had a lot of things still open in the background, and the phone was running without any flaws. But for the productivity side, I'd have to say it's still really, really good. The power is just amazing. Now, when we get to the camera on this thing is a 64 megapixel camera on here with an 8 megapixel ultra wide lens and a 2 megapixel macro lens. Now, I'm not a camera person, and do I use it all the time? But it does offer, if you do need to take some close-ups or some far shots, it does offer some very nice features to the camera. Now, obviously, I know some people go, hey, my Pixel takes some better pictures, my Samsung takes better pictures. Again, I didn't spend over $1,000 on the phone, and it does the job that I needed to do. Like I said, I just don't take pictures professionally. Now, you do need to change it to 64 megapixel just because I believe it's set to 12 or 16. And then the other one is removing the watermark on here. They have it set ticked on, so you want to make sure you take it off. Just because it'll always say shot with the RedMagic 5S. Like I said, not a bad camera, but again, I don't know if I need to tell people what I'm shooting it with. But if you notice how fast when I tap the shoot button, it literally just like it's already taken a shot. It's like right when I touch it, boom, it's already done. It's done. It's done. It's just amazing how fast it can physically take that picture. The night shots are okay. They're, like I said, they're not amazing. My buddy's Pixel took some amazing night shots, and I would have to say yes, it did definitely beat it out. But again, when I bought this phone, I didn't buy it for pictures. I bought it for gaming. But again, like the sweater on my on one of my anime figures here actually has some like plastic issues. I don't know if you can kind of see it on the screen, but if you look on the sweater, there's like some, I don't know, like overspray or some like plastic buildup on the actual character. But overall, I would have never noticed it. But again, this camera is able to kind of showcase that to me. But like I said, once you use it, I don't think you're going to be using it really for camera stuff, but it's good enough to do your basic camera work that you would want to do. Again, like I said, I'm not a camera person, so don't quote me on it, but it's going to do everything that I need it to do. Now, like I said, it makes calls just fine. I don't have the volume turned all the way to its max. I have it one step under. That seems to be the happy medium. Again, when I am in my like productivity and PowerPoint, I can sit there and physically hook up a Bluetooth mouse and keyboard to this and physically use it, physically edit documents, edit PowerPoint, edit emails, whatever I need to do from this phone on a full screen if I need to. I still have the ability to check all of my Google News if I need to. It's very straightforward. Just swipe over to the left and it's there. Again, I know some people are very upset that they don't have all the settings that they would on, say, their Samsung phone, but it has everything that you need to be an amazing gamer. And I think that's the biggest thing for a lot of people that want to have a gaming phone is they're looking for this to be a gaming device. They want it to be the best gaming device that they have. They want to be able to sit there and move from their Xbox to to their bathroom and play their game on the toilet and then go back to the game on their PC, just because it has the ability to do it in an instant. And like this particular article, it's actually talking about that, somebody playing Halo Reach on their PC and then going to their phone and playing it on their toilet and then going back to their computer. And the Game Pass made it that easy. And I think with the Android and the Game Pass and this particular phone, everything is just so simple, because you can go into gaming mode by a flip of a switch and you're there. The downsides that I do have, one of them is, yes, since it does have a fan, I love playing with cars and I'm sanding the car down. I might have a lot of dust or dirt floating around. What's going to happen is it'll suck it through. So obviously I've been trying to just keep it away from wherever I'm heavily working. The hard part with that is that might mean I might miss a call or a text message because I don't have my phone out with me. But again, this phone, primary job is to actually be the gamer, to be a gaming phone. Now, also, the other thing I'm showing you here is a lot of people keep talking about the thumbprint. I typically use the facial recognition. If you saw how fast it was actually recognizing my face, literally I would just click the side button and it would just like sign me right in. Like I said, this color of this phone is just remarkable. I put in my own little finger ring just to hold, so I can hold the phone in one hand as I'm doing things and looking at stuff. But overall, the case is very easy to come off. I might see if there's some other cases, but throwing the iStock on is literally just clipping it right over and on, and then plugging in the power. It has a power cable that comes with it, so you literally just plug it right into the end of the phone here, and then you plug it right into the bottom of the dock, or the side of the dock, I should say, and then on the bottom you'll plug in the power to it. So you have a headphone jack and a power. And I'll use the power bank here just so you can kind of hear the fan turn on. But literally, I'll just plug the bottom A port into my power bank, and then the C port into the bottom of the fan. You can definitely hear it there. And it's really cool to actually hear this thing run, because it's not just the fan. You have to keep in mind the back side of that iStock gets cold. So as you bolt it as you snap it onto your phone, it literally is getting cold on one side and it's exhausting heat from the actual fan. So I don't know what type of technology they're using to do that, but it is actually very cool technology that they're actually using there. Now, other things that maybe could have been made for this phone that would have been a little better is, like I was saying earlier, something to actually be able to clip the phone on and still be able to use that dock would have been awesome. So, or if they made their own little phone clip to the controller, then you can just like kind of slide that dock into it so it holds it in there. I think that would definitely be an amazing upgrade for it. I'm not expecting them to actually make it. That would be really cool to actually see, just because I do see a lot of big gaming events in the future in cell phone form, just because people can game with some of the bigger gaming titles out there now. Again, being able to play Gears of War on a phone is just gnarly to me. Right now, as I'm feeling the backside where that silver conductor is, I've never seen silver used on a phone component or a computer component. Usually a lot of them are aluminum or copper. And like I said, it's amazing how cold it is. I don't know if you can kind of see my thumbprint being left there, but it is definitely cold on that one side. And this phone, for as short of time that it was on there, it literally cooled it where it's not even warm. So I'm just very amazed how well they've done on this, and it's something that I definitely would recommend for people that are looking for a mid-range gaming phone to definitely look at, just because this is kind of the future. For me, I see it as kind of the future of gaming, because people can actually take their phones with them and actually game. Again, I'm gonna probably look for a different case. I would love to see a case that can maybe even close off the vents, so when it's not in use and the fan's not on, it can actually be fully closed off, But again, they're still adjusting and building things. And like I said, for this phone, I'm super happy, and it's just an amazing phone, an amazing device. Definitely would recommend. Like I said, I'm not didn't get this phone for free. Didn't get a discount from them to talk about the phone. I did a lot of homework before I bought this, and I was looking at what's called a Surface phone, and I went with this because it had the newer technology in it. So, anyway, guys, I didn't mean to take all your time. It's an amazing device. Definitely go take a look at it. Go check out some other videos. I'll have some other videos in the description below. But like I said, my first two-week review on this, the phone is amazing. I love how it is just a gaming device. It's a gaming phone. There's not much else I can say about it. It does what it needs to do as a gaming cell phone. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Definitely go check out some of our other videos that are going to be showing up. I will also probably do some other videos coming up here on a different cell phone. Hopefully we'll get our hands on a new Pixel if they come out. But anyway, guys, see you later. Don't forget, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Woo!